So I think a lot of students think the best way they learn is by sitting in the front row, receiving information from whatever lecturer is up there standing. But it's not actually the best way to learn. The idea of blended learning is really sort of taking from the best parts of completely online learning and, of course, offline learning. Offline learning is what most people are really comfortable with. It's basically the idea of fixed time and variable masteries. What that means is each day you're learning something new. A fixed time sort of setting would look like day 1 we learn HTML, day 2 and 3 we do CSS. Everything's sort of measured at pace. And so while that's great for some students if they are hitting the pace, and that could be great for instructors because we just deliver the content and then move on. For a lot of students that doesn't work because maybe some concept takes a little bit more time, it's more difficult, and by day 4 they're already out of sync with the rest of class.
I think with the blended learning style, everyone is able to go at their own pace. They will quickly get to a point where they're challenged a bit. They might all be doing that at different times, whether it's someone like teaching something new to someone that might already know that, or teaching someone that hasn't even hit that point yet, but is going to need to know that in the future.
We are all motivated not just to get a job, but to learn this content as deeply as we can. And we're also dedicating all of our time towards this goal together. And so it's a much more focused experience that keeps you motivated and honestly helps you learn better.
In school, you're given homework, you go home and you work on that homework on your own, right? But that's where the majority of big problems and really specific problems come up. So we want to flip that so that you're working on projects inside of class. And so when you're actually hitting those problems, you have your classmates right near you, you have your instructors right near you. There's a little barrier to actually being able to get help so that you can move on and keep growing your learning.
One difference between a traditional college education and Galvanize is the way we learn things. Instead of sitting in a classroom and having information just wash over you and hoping that you absorb it, we focus a lot of our time on actually doing the thing and teaching it to ourselves. Learning to learn is such a crucial skill to being a developer. We need to be able to go out and continue to learn new languages. So we spend a lot of time doing that in the classroom.
I feel like everyone learns better by doing the thing. Also, teaching I've found is actually really good at helping me understand what I'm talking about.
Biggest benefit is that as opposed to students having to spin their wheels on their own, right, which can take up 1 to 6 hours, they get to get past that within 15-30 minutes with us.
Our first step is to reach out to a classmate. And then if you get really stuck, you have an instructor there to bail you out and help you keep moving forward. I feel like I could have gotten this surface level understanding on my own, but I wanted a program to take that knowledge deeper. And I looked at the curriculum of Galvanize before I came, and that was a major draw for me. It felt like I was going to get a deeper understanding of this one thing instead of getting spread thinly across many.
So I think the difference about coming to class here versus going to college is that for a lot of people, their experience with college is that they went and maybe they were 50% sure what they wanted to do, right? So they're around people who are all there for different motivations, different reasons. Whereas here at Galvanize, everyone is really here to better themselves and transform their lives. And that's the big difference for me, is sort of being able to watch people come from a variety of backgrounds and show up here, give it their all in the same place. I think that's one of the things that students remark upon the most, is just how motivated and dedicated their fellow students are and how that really pushes them to be better as well.